Hello, my name is Aaron Niemeier.
And I'm Stephanie Niemeier. And we met David about 10 years ago. We owned a townhome at the time, and we wanted to sell that and move into a larger house. We'd been working with another realtor at the time and didn't have a really good experience, and had asked my boss about if she had any referrals, and she recommended David. And so what I thought was cool about David is that he wants to interview his clients just as much as we interview him to make sure it's a good fit and a good relationship. So we started off with that and felt like that he would be helpful in our search.
And another thing that just kind of struck me about David after we started to sit down and meet with David is just his passion. Not only about like selling our home, but finding us that right home for us. And we had actually worked with another realtor and just didn't get that same vibe from that person. And when working with David, he just again was so passionate about finding us the right home and also selling our home.
And this was my first time in the home buying process, and any question that I asked was not treated as stupid. It was very, he took a very coach mentality and helped me through it, was available at any time to answer any questions. He'd be available to go look at homes with us anytime we would like to. So I love that he was always available phone, just had a very flexible schedule. He was also very genuine in his approach, just wanted to make sure that we found the right fit. He didn't take us to homes that were out of our price range or didn't have things that we were looking for within our parameters. So I was really impressed by that too.
Yeah. I also really appreciated his honesty when it came to selling our house and staging our house. There were some things that when you go into selling a home that you think you need to do, and he was very honest with us about the items really that we did need to focus in on, and those that we didn't really need to focus in on. The buyer wouldn't necessarily be interested in those items. So I was very appreciative of his honesty on those things and where we needed to focus and where we didn't need to.
And then I think too, he has an engineering background. So when we would go into homes, he would point out structurally things that we should be aware of that we would want to avoid. So I found that very helpful because I didn't have that kind of background, and he helped us avoid buying a house that maybe would not be a good fit in the long run for us. Another thing that really stands out for me is he said up front, I want to be your realtor for life. And that has proven very true. He has stayed in touch through all of our life changes. When we had children, he visited us in the hospital and brought us a baby gift. He still will come by our home and drop off little things, maybe a loaf of bread or one time barbecue sauce, just little things to keep in touch. He always writes little notes. He will randomly take us out to lunch. So not only from a professional standpoint, but personally, he is very sincere in his intentions, and just love that he does follow through in his Realtor for Life marketing tactic.
Yeah, and I really look at David as a friend now, not as my realtor. I really do. I mean, it's been 9 years now that we've known David, and I still get together with him every couple months for lunch or coffee or whatever, and it's never about the house. It's always about how are the kids, how are you doing, how's Stephanie doing, what's going on in life, how's work, and vice versa. I mean, it's just a conversation between two people sitting down, friends, to talk about life and what's going on. So I really appreciate that about him.